Hello and God bless everybody. What's going on? This is your boy Chop, aka Lionel, or should I say Lionel, aka Chop. Look here, we are getting ready to go into some charts. I'm going to teach you how to use TradingView. This is for beginners. We are going to learn some of the basic things that you'll need to know in TradingView, like what you need to use when you will do your trading. Okay, marking up your charts, the whole nine. This is for beginners. Warning, I must send out a warning, let people know up front. If this is your first time following me, I want you to know and be aware that I am very energetic for the people that are watching and listening early in the morning or late at night. I want to keep you woke, all right? Because I'm excited to teach you what I know, and I hope that you are excited to learn. So we're going to get right over into TradingView. If you do not have TradingView, please go ahead, download TradingView right now. And let's get started. There's a link that I've sent out to my people to make sure that you all get TradingView. Sign up for the free version, and then later on, you'll be ready for the paid version. Right now, let's go right over to TradingView, y'all. Jumping right in. Here we are. To TradingView, when you jump in, I don't know what's going to be on your screen, but your screen may look like this. It will not say overcomers together, but I'll show you how you can do that. That's actually just the text tool that we use, which is right here. But the first thing that you will want to know how to do is how to find your pairs, whatever you're trading. So if we go up here to the top left-hand corner, you will see EURCHF, which is right here, okay? And so to change this to, other pairs that you may want to trade, just do a left click right here and start typing. So let's type in US 30, okay? Hit enter, US 30 pops right up on your chart. We click again, we go in and we type GBP. And as you type, you can see here that, the pairs will start to pop up. There's USD, there's JPY, so on and so on and so on and so forth. So you find the one that you want. Normally, I just click on the first one that I find that I like. If it's USD or JPY, you just click on it. And here you go. It pops up. There's a chart, right? Here are your candlesticks. So I like to trade using candlesticks. So I have my chart set to candlesticks, okay? We're going to go from left to right. So before we get to candlesticks, let's work on time frames. Here on my chart, it says 30, 1 hour, or 30M, 1H, 4H, and D. The 30M stands for, you guessed it, 30 minutes. It's right up under the drop down. 1H is 1 hour, 4H is 4 hours, and D is 1 day. If you click right here on this drop down, you're able to put a star by the pairs that you want to highlight. I just want you to notice if I take these away, automatically you're going to have 1H. Go in and I click there. I can pick what I want. And it'll just pop up there. If you want to see all of them and you're going to be jumping from different time frames, there's your 30 minute. Click the star to the left, or to the right, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I did sneeze. So if somebody want to give me a God bless you, I'm accepting all blessings, right? Thank you. And then I like to trade the 4 hour and also learn what's going on in the day. So I'm going to highlight those, click over to the right, and there you go, 30, 1 hour, day, 4 hour. Candlesticks. If you click here, you can switch your charts. Some people like to do bar charts, and you see how they change. They go into the bar charts. You can click the drop down again, and it just kind of changes to whatever you prefer. There's your line chart, okay? Clicking again, let's just go back into candles. And like you see I have the star, it's highlighted. So you just click on candles. If I am going too fast, please pause the video and then look for what I'm talking about here up top. If you're on a cell phone, you may have to click and then slide left and right to see some of these icons. They're not going to pop up right away. If you're on your cell phone, you have to slide left to right to see them. So that's basically it. What I normally use is just candlesticks. I will sometimes go to the line chart, but it's up to you. Pick what you want. Okay. FX. FX is where you will go to find indicators. Okay. You can click on the drop down here, or you can just click on FX. And then you get your favorites, your scripts, your built-ins, your candlestick patterns, depending on what it is that you're looking for. Okay. We will be using this in this video. And basically some of this stuff is self-explanatory. You just highlight, just hover over it. It'll tell you exactly what it is. This is one that a lot of us use. This is your alerts. So to create an alert on your chart, you will use this clock here. So you could just click the clock and then just put in what pair that you want it to be on. If you don't want it on GBP, you want it to know if it's crossing or crossing up, crossing down, if it's less than. So you have some options here with the alerts, which are really great, really beautiful. Beautiful. I said beautiful, not beautiful, beautiful. This is going to be your price right here, and your price is right here on the right. Mine is green, right? That takes you to your price, and that's what you would type in if you wanted something different other than where it's at. Like if you want to know if price was coming down and got to right here, 152.792, then you would just type that right in here, and it'll let you know when it crosses. Okay, you can name your alert, right? And then you just press create alert, and when you do that, it pops up. There's your dotted line. Click right on top of it, and it went away. Boom, there we go. You know why it went away? Because price just actually crossed that alert. That was perfect. Wow. And what it did, it sent me a message. So it came to my phone, and you can have it set up to send you an email. Okay. Here, if you want to do back testing in the market, you actually just click here, and then you can touch this candle, boom, and the market moves there. And then when you go to press play at the bottom down here, it's going to act out the rest of the market, like what happened after this point in time. So if we look here and put this right over the candlestick, this is your crosshair tool that I'm using now, which you'll find here in your tools section. So you can click on your crosshair tool. You can want your dot, your arrow, or you can erase. So clicking on the crosshair tool, I'm just going to put that right on top of this candle, and you look straight down. Wait a minute, let's move this out of the way, because you can move this by just grabbing right here, and you can slide it wherever you want it on your chart. There's a big empty space there, so I'm going to put mine there. So right here, hovering over that candlestick, you look straight down, you see 5th of August, 2021, and then that is 1:00 a.m. All right. We're going to see what happens at 2 o'clock and so on and so on. Just by pressing play here, you can pick your speed, how fast you want it to go. Boom. And there you go. And this way you can kind of see what happens in the market, the way everything plays out. So comes in very useful. It's very handy. So crosshair tool, we're going to go here, and you just click this drop down, and it shows you all the other tools that are here. Trend line tool is one that I like to use quite often. Have a star there. Go to my trend line, and I want to find a trend. Okay. I'll just hit that. See if we're in an uptrend or downtrend. I'll click at the bottom of my candlestick, and then I'll move this up. And then I'll just drop this wherever I want to drop it. So say I may want to drop it about there. Drop. Okay. To move your candles up and down, you just click right there anywhere on your screen, and then move it up and down. Like I was trying to put my trend line here, but I couldn't get it there because I was too close to the top. So by grabbing the screen and pulling it down, I'm able to do that now, and then slide over to the right where my numbers are at, where price is at. Do the same thing. Just click, left click, pull it down, and then it shrinks the candles. And then if you go to the bottom where the date and the time is at, if you click and drag to the left, it actually shrinks your candles, makes them smaller, or you can go to the right and it expands them. Okay. So back to my trend line, I'm going to click on that trend line because it didn't go where I wanted it to go. I just want to put it right here. And if I'm good with that, and I say, you know what, it's hard for me to see that yellow on my chart. So I'm going to click right here where it says line to colors. Boom, click there. And I'm going to change it to green and it stands out more. I like that. You know, I may want it blue. I like that. Blue kind of looks like the candles. I want to make it, you know, whatever color you want. You just kind of make your chart as funky as you want to. If it's not, if you want it thicker, you need to see it a little better. You can go and change that size of it. If you want to change the style from dots, you know, so even here, if you wanted to go in, you could set an alert right here. So if you have a trend line and you wanted to know when price crossed that trend line, right? You create that, and then as soon as price crosses that trend line, you will get an alert, right? And I think that is so funky because that's what you want to know. Once price breaks a trend, you could be identified. You could be notified. I'm just saying, if you on your feet, get up on your feet now. Because if you're not hearing what I'm saying, you are gonna be messed up. So yeah, pay attention. Throw a couple of trick words out here at y'all every now and then. So that's your trend line. There's your alert, letting you know you have an alert there. Okay. Also, you can click here and it'll show you a list of all of your alerts. Okay. But not going too far off the subject. Just want to keep y'all on some of the basic tools that you'll be using and needing. That's your trend line. If you want to get rid of that, you just press this trash can and remove it. Yes, I want to remove it. Boom. Arrow is basically what it is. You could draw an arrow on the screen, you click, and you may want to say, look right here and check out this candle, right? And you may want to send it to somebody, or you may just want to make a note for yourself, all right? Same thing with the arrow. You could, you know, change the color, whatever you want to do. And all of these tools here, you have so many different tools that you will be learning about. But the main ones that I like, I have highlighted. I use the arrow a lot. I use my horizontal line, and I'll just show you how that horizontal line works. I'm going to click on that, and let's just say if I'm drawing up my chart, you know, I just want to make a line here. I'll just click right there, and then there's a line. All right. Going right down below here and clicking the drop down. Here you go. You have more tools that you can use, may not use. A lot of these tools I haven't used. A lot of them, some of them I have. Okay. So just kind of go through your tools. You got your brush that you can draw with. I'm not going to go through each tool because that'll make the video very long. But rectangle tool is one that I really like. The path tool is one that I really like because it helps you to identify which way the market is moving. And I'll just kind of show you that real quick because the market moves in three ways, right? And you're going to learn this. It moves three ways. It moves up, down, and sideways, okay? Up, down, and sideways. So if I was to click here and then pull out that tool, well, that there, here it is, the path tool. I could just identify the moves that are being made in the market. So I can click here and I see how the market shot up here and then the market shot down here, came back down, right? And then after that, it shot up, okay? And you just double click on that area again and boom, there you go. And it kind of blends in with my candlesticks. So I want to change the color so it stands out. I want to make it yellow. I want to make it, you know, purple so it stands out. I could do that. All right. And some of you, you know, you'll be using, you know, your tools here. You're going to get down. This is your ruler tool you would use to measure your pips, and you're going to learn what pips are. But just from where I started, from here to here, 39.8 pips. And that's how you use your ruler. And you could also count down. So from here and then count down 49.6 pips. Okay. We do have other ways that we measure as well. Let's see if I could find that. I'm skipping ahead here. I'm skipping ahead. I'm sorry. because I'm not gonna go over all the tools, but the text tool is one that I like to use. And that's actually how I did Overcomers Together in the beginning. Okay. So there was something else that I wanted to show you. I think it was the long or the short. Here we go. Long position, short position tool. This one is very helpful because it'll give you your numbers. You don't have to do any count. You like I just use the ruler. You can just kind of click here and then measure out like how many pips you want to go. And then this would be your stop loss. You click here and you can just say, you know what, I'm willing to risk these many pips in order to gain these many pips, right? So what you'll learn how to use all of these tools that are here. You'll get to learn, you'll learn how to use the ones that are important to you, all right? This here I like because if you are making lines on your chart and you don't want to keep clicking here to make lines, because every time you use a tool, you have to go back and touch that tool. So if I just clicked here again, I'm not going to get on the line. I got to click over here. And sometimes you can get tired of doing that. But if you were to click here and then click the pencil in the lock, it's just going to pop up. And you can make as many lines as you want on your chart without clicking, back and forth like that. Okay. Also, if you want to delete everything real fast or just kind of take it off and take a look at what you've done, you can just press the eyeball and then you can bring it right back. If you want to trash everything, you can just hit the trash can and remove all drawings. There's also the back button where you can just press back and go back to what you have done or go back to the back to some other things that you did a little closer. All right, so I'm gonna take this off, take that off, and take this off, okay? Also, if, these colors don't work for your eyes, it makes it a little harder for you to see your candlesticks and see your patterns, what if you're looking for, and you just want something that's a little more laid back, or you want your chart to, just be more of your style, then what you can do is go to settings, okay? And like the background, solid white. I like a solid black background sometimes. And let's just look at that. Once you do it, you can just press OK and just take a look at the screen and see how it looks. If you don't like the lines to appear on your chart, you can go back into settings and you just take out whatever you do not want. And but you're here in appearance, okay? Make sure you're in appearance. And you can add session breaks, the grid lines, like here, if I wanted to change them and make them black, they wouldn't show up. If I go here and make them black, you'll see that they're gone. If I go back and I make them white, you'll see they are here, okay? So I'm just gonna leave them black and just take them off. The watermark is the pair that you're trading in the back. I like to have that there just to know exactly what I'm trading, because I'll jump from different pairs sometimes, or I'll take screenshots and I want to know exactly what pair that is. If you want to remove it, just remove the watermark and then it's gone. You can hit the watermark and you can change how bright it is or how dim it is. Just change the opacity here. Okay. And I want to take my white back white. Okay. And I am going to change my lines back to white so they don't show up. And I'm going to say, okay, boom. But yeah, you can do whatever color you want. I mean, whatever you want. If you do a right click on your screen, you can reset your chart. You can go down to, settings. And it takes us right back here to appearance, okay? If you want to change your symbols, you can click here on symbols, and guess what that changes? Your candlesticks. If you want your candlesticks to be funky, You can click, say you want a gray, right? And then you want the body. You want it gray and gray or red. You can just kind of change it to whatever color you want to. And it's up to you. This is your chart, okay? You do what works for you. Change your wicks. But I would probably say, in the beginning, you just probably may want to keep it simple just so that you don't get confused with bullish and bearish, okay? But yeah, but just go through here and change stuff up and press OK if you like it. Cancel if you don't. Takes it back to where you were. Right? We're going to wrap this video up. We are almost finished, okay? So something else that I want to show you before we get out of here, because the next video I want you to watch, I want you to take a look at the Candlestick Bible, and I want you to go from page 1 all the way to page 16, okay? But when you go there, I want you to be able to read your Candlestick Bible and know exactly what these candlestick patterns are, what these candlesticks are, and how to trade them and how to find them in the market. So one of the first candlestick patterns you are going to find, right? I'm gonna go back to the beginning of, I'll go back to the present time in the market right now. And the quickest way to do that, I can slide like this to go to the present time. If I click this arrow right here, boop, it takes me right to the present time and I just slide down, okay? So let's just say in the Candlestick Bible, I think one of the first candlestick patterns that it asks you to look for is an engulfing pattern. So we're going to click here, and then you're going to just type right in here what you're looking for. And what we'll be looking for is an engulfing bearish or an engulfing bullish pattern. So just type it right in here, and then it is going to pop up. So just as I start typing, there you go. It pops up. You can highlight it if you want to. That way you don't have to keep looking for it. It's going to pop up in your favorites. We're going to look for bullish. Boom. But any tool that you want, you just kind of type it in here, or any pattern, any candlestick pattern that you want to look for, or candlestick that you want to look for. You type it in here. And once you do that, I want you to press the X, because you're not just going to see it. And then you just make sure that it's going to pop up right here. Okay. And I want you to notice that there's a blue line on my chart here. And if I touch this eyeball, just hover over your engulfing bull. If I touch that eyeball, it disappears. That blue line is gone. What that blue line is letting me know that there is a bullish engulfing candle right there. And look here. Isn't that sweet? So you're going to learn what the bullish engulfing candle means and what it represents in the market when you see it. I'm going to tell you how to trade it. But this is one way you can just kind of find that pattern and then look here to see if the Candlestick Bible is telling you the truth. Is the market doing what it said it would do when it shows up? Because it's very important. Sometimes it will not do what you think it's going to do, and that's because it's not at your key levels. Okay, but that's basically it with TradingView, y'all, in a nutshell. Beautiful, 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 beautiful tool to use, right? And before I go, I'm gonna show you this last thing. You could take a picture of your screen and send it to people. You can send it to me if you want me to check out something. Just take a screenshot, copy the URL, boom, send it to me, and we're good. You can save image, all of that, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching. This is your boy, Lionel, aka Chop, and overcomers together, baby. We're going to overcome these candlesticks. We are going to overcome this market. And not only that, any obstacle that comes our way, we are a team. We are a family. We do more than trade together. We pray together. We stay together. So God bless y'all. Good night. Good evening. Wherever you're at in the world. Take care.